Guys foodies! Welcome to Fun Guy's Kitchen. I'm Funguy The Entertainer, and today we're going to do another quick, easy, pre-made dinner. Well, not whole dinner, but the main course of the dinner from Piggly Wiggly's Meat Department here in Delavan. They have made two different flavors that we could do, show that they have multiple flavors. They actually have more than two, but this just gives you an idea. What they do, they call these, well, they're stuffed whole chickens. Very simple. They're really easy to cook. You cook them just like you would a turkey, except you wouldn't deep fry these because it would really be weird with the seasoning already on the meat here. So basically, you go to the pig, you buy these just like it is. When you get home, get your turkey pan. If you're only doing one, if there's only, 2 or 3 of you eating, one is more than enough. Technically, one bird is enough for 4 people, but we're big people. We eat like a third of the bird each. So we're gonna make the 2 different flavors. Get your pan, 2 cups of water. Pour the 2 cups of water in the bottom of the pan. Make sure you have your roasting rack. The reason you're putting water in the pan is as these are cooking, the drippings are gonna go down, and if it's a dry pan, they're going to burn right to the pan. By putting water in here, it's gonna mix. Plus, it'll keep it a little bit moisture in there so it won't dry the chicken out really fast. So set your preheat your oven at 325 degrees. Make sure you start cooking just short of 2 hours before you want these, because it's going to take an hour and a half to cook these. Alrighty, so you just take the chickens, make sure nothing's stuck to the bottom of them. Literally stick them in the pan just like you would a turkey. And since obviously if you're just cooking one, use a smaller pan. I'm cooking 2, so we'll use the bigger pan. Okay, now this one here has got what they call the rotisserie chicken flavor, and the first one had, I believe it's the lemon and pepper seasoning. So it's 2 different flavors, but they're very, they're already stuffed. One is with, I want to say apple cranberry, and the other is sage stuffing. So really simple. Needless to say, wash your hands off when you're done with this. Put it in the oven. Oops, I forgot I started it, and I forgot to pull the shelf out of the way because you need the room. Very easy. Put this down here. Stick this in the middle of the oven. Set the timer for an hour and 45 minutes. I already pre-programmed it. And it's that simple. Every, say, 30 minutes, come back and baste. Use a baster, suck the juice out of the bottom, sprinkle it on the top. It will make things even better yet, all right? It's that simple. We'll come back and I'll show you all the basting process in a little bit. See you in a bit. Welcome back, Fun Guys foodies. I made a boo-boo. I lost my baster. So I'm going to show you what to do if you don't have a baster. Actually, I didn't lose it. I remembered that I had let my wife use it, and she used it on stuff that you don't recook with afterwards. But that's okay. So what you do is you pull your chickens out. Oh, look at this. There's almost no water in here already. And not a whole lot of juice dripping either, which is really unusual. But you just take a big spoon, tip your pan so you get the water down to the corner where you can get your spoon in. And just baste the tops of the chickens. Not difficult. You don't want to take off the seasoning. Just make sure you get a good sprinkle so that nothing dries out. And what I'm going to do to play it safe is I'm going to add a little bit more water to this. That looks pretty good. Fortunately, I still have my water cup here. Now, because we're already cooking, you don't want to pour cold water in here. So let the water run, make sure it gets hot. I went 45 minutes on the first basting, and then after that I'll do it at 30 minutes, and then at 15 minutes after that, because that should be getting close to cooking. This is steaming really good, so it is getting warm already. I'm going to put another 2 cups of water in, since the first 2 cups evaporated already. There we go. Then we'll put it right back in the oven. Okay. All right, it's that simple. We'll be back in 30 minutes to do it again. All right, Fun Guys Foodies, let's pull this out, see how it looks. We're down to the last 30 minutes, so we're gonna baste it one more time. Oh, it smells really good. It's definitely cooking like it's supposed to. Yes, that looks nice. We got enough water in here at the moment. We can do this fairly easy. Actually, it's not just water. It's obviously chicken drippings. Chicken drippings. Okay. Make sure I get these wings. The wings dry out first because they're the smallest. They're also my favorite part of the chicken. As a matter of fact, I love it when one of the restaurants around here has all you can eat wings for 12 bucks. Trust me, I get my money's worth out of my wings. This is a lot easier with a baster, but obviously with a spoon it does work. This is looking pretty good. Now I'm going to do this one more time at 15 minutes, but I'm not going to come back to the show. That's kind of silly. You've seen me baste twice now. Of course, now I just took the gloves off, which is really silly. We'll put these right back in the oven. At this point is when I'm going to start the rest of my dinner, which of course you don't need to see either. But I've got a couple of things obviously to go with this. So this is cooking, and we'll be back in just a little bit. Okay. We're about ready to pull this out of the oven. We need it to have an internal temperature of 165 degrees to make sure it's done. Poultry is one of those things you definitely want done. You know, beef can be pretty rare. The new pork doesn't have to be as well done as it used to be. But poultry, yep, you want that cooked. All right, it's starting to look pretty good. We've gone to full time. So let's see what we get here. Make sure you don't hit the bone. 156, so we're a little shy on that one. 158, a little shy on this, but we're really close. So we're gonna go another, say 10 minutes, all right? Let's put this back in here. There we go. And, oh, timer's over there. All right, 10 more minutes and we'll pull it out. Okay, Fun Guys Foodies, which should be good now. Let's pull it out and take a good look at it here. Oh, this is looking really, really good. Remember, we need it to be 165. So let's try this side. That's 167. Let's go in through the stuffing area. That's always a little bit cooler, but that's pretty much right up there too. 160. Check this one. Well, this one's a little cooler on the inside. Only 146. Let's check the meat. 182. So the meat's way past done, and the stuffing's a little light. But as usual, since there's no meat in the stuffing, that's okay. So we're in good shape. So remember, you can get these pre-made at Piggly Wiggly. At some point, I will also do a video in the future of making these from scratch for people who really want to go and put all their own stuff in there. There's a lot of things you can do. I saw, this is going to sound really weird, a vegetarian style stuffing that would go in the chicken. I know vegetarian and chicken don't go well together, but it had vegetables and stuff and a lot of good chunky vegetables, which would really be good. So you can pick this up at the Pig. And today we're actually having a white cheddar macaroni and cheese to go with the chicken, just because I felt like it was something different to do, so we're going to do that today. So, and for those of you who noticed, my last week was not a cooking show, but was a funny. I'm running for the governor of the state of Wisconsin. Not really, but as we all know, the amount of negative political ads that are just blowing up on everything. You cannot watch TV without hearing them, and it just drives you crazy. So I decided to do something a little bit more positive. As you know from my shows, I'm a positive guy, so that's what we wanted to do. Needless to say, if a whole bunch of people vote for me, well, I'm not stupid. I will learn how to be the governor really, really quick. But I don't really see that happening. It was more to let people know that there are alternatives out there to being negative. There's nothing wrong with being positive. There's nothing wrong with telling the truth. I realize that we won't go into politics. That's it for that. So I hope you enjoyed the show. Sorry for the quick little ramble there. I didn't mean to do that. A lot of people have been asking me questions, so I just got into it. So here's your whole stuffed chickens for dinner. And remember, you guys are now Fun Guys foodies, and I hope you like that too. I hope you enjoyed the show. So enjoy your dinner and have a good one.